only 3 weeks since East Carolina University held its first virtual graduation. And of course, many graduates from the class of 2020 were home with their families instead of walking across the stage to get their degrees.
Now, on your side's Kayla Schmidt followed one pirate's journey through this virtual milestone. She joins us now from our Jacksonville bureau with more on his experience.
Ken, Shayla, I have the honor of telling this story as a fellow pirate and ECU grad. I knew Rockford Rec as a student. His perseverance with the pandemic hitting at the end of his senior year is inspirational. So here is his story.
Since you didn't get the formal graduation, do you feel like a graduate?
In 2016, Rockford Rec packed up his childhood room in Cary, North Carolina, and went east to begin his freshman year of college at ECU.
I had the dream of, there's that day where I'm going to walk across the stage, my whole family's going to be there. I'm going to throw, my cap up in the air, the fantasy of it all.
4 years later, Rec expected to do just that.
We need to understand what is a coronavirus.
All of our lives will change in some way over the next few weeks and months.
Simply put, we've had to face the reality that spring graduation ceremonies will be disrupted.
But he didn't. He couldn't, and neither could the graduating college classes across the nation.
Seeing all of this happening was just a big burst of the bubble, so to speak. This fantasy, this dream that we all had felt kind of crushed.
ECU graduates are encouraged to attend a virtual commencement ceremony today from their homes rather than walking across a stage to get their diplomas.
When the online ceremony happened, we sat down in the living room at 10 a.m. I was in, gym shorts and a t-shirt and my cap and gown, everything, full regalia. And sitting there on my couch watching the commencement ceremony for about an hour. And I just went outside and popped a bottle of champagne. So that was my crossing the stage, I guess, in my backyard. It doesn't get any better than that, I guess.
And then I got to meet the lady behind the at-home celebration, Mom.
The energy was awesome in all of your videos. Is that how it always is in your house?
Yes. 100%. Yes.
Rockford's mom, Katrina, told me about the legacy ECU has within their family. It started with Rockford's great-grandfather. Then his nanny went there, Katrina's mother.
He's her only grandson. She has 3 granddaughters in Rockford. He's the only boy in the family.
Katrina says he calls him her special grandson, and the virtual graduation allowed her to see him on his special day.
To be honest with you, it is really probably better that it happened the way it did, because I don't think my mother could have made it to the ceremony. So this way she really got to experience it with him.
Rec also experienced something else quite unique.
I mean, I graduated on Friday, and then I had Saturday and Sunday to rest, and then Monday I was off to work.
He landed his first job during a pandemic.
Finding a job during this time has really boosted my confidence, boosted my self-esteem, and has really just made me feel so much more confident about my future.
Rec says he follows strict procedures to ensure he doesn't bring COVID-19 home to his family, but is grateful, positive, and motivated to be a graduate of the class of 2020.
But even without a job, I look back on all of the years that I've been at ECU for, 4 years now, having those memories of like my friends, the celebrations, the fun times, the work, all the memories that I've accumulated into basically my graduation, it's kind of added up into my graduation. So yes, I feel like I have graduated now.
And as a pirate graduate myself, I helped make his dream a reality, virtually, with a lot less people.
Very, very sweet story. I followed up with Rockford Rec today. He actually wanted to be able to show a picture of his nanny graduating from ECU, but those photos were unfortunately lost in a fire. That means the photos you saw in this story mean that much more to this family. And I just want to say to the class of 2020, college or high school, congratulations. Live in Jacksonville, I'm Kayla Schmidt, 9 on your side.
What a great story, Kayla. Thank you.